Know your target market and choose to talk to them. When you speak to your target market, you feel good about it, you feel easy about it, you feel that you can convey your message easier to them than speaking to a random group of people. You see? So your belief system itself in the target market gets easy, in your conversation with the target market is easy, and not just that, your target market will also spread your product, spread your content over to the other people who are not in that target market. But that's the path of least resistance. In this video, hey guys, welcome to the Awaken Reality, and you are with Krishwan. Know your target market and cater to them. Why do people often say this, and how does this energetically work, guys? See, when you're speaking to your target market, you know that your target market is already tuned into some sort of information that you're going to provide, or some sort of information that your content or your product is related to. What happens energetically here is the fact that your belief system, that the target market, that the people who are already into your field can understand you easily, that belief system becomes true, that your target market can understand you easily, yeah? And when you cater to this target market, things happen easily. Things happen easier with much ease because of the fact that number one, it feels good. It feels like this belief system will work, and hence that belief system works, that they actually pick up on the product or they pick up on your content, because you genuinely know that your target market, that the people in your field can pick up the content easily from you, or your product easily from you. And that target market will eventually spread it across to people who don't have it as well, because they might know somebody who doesn't have it, and that person is going to ask them questions and they're going to be like explaining it to them. So you don't have to go directly to those people who don't understand anything and say a whole bunch of words, explain your product and your content to them, because they're immediately going to reject it, because in your mind, your belief system says, this is not my target market. So when I'm not speaking to my target market and they're not going to understand what they say, or it's going to be difficult for them to understand what I am saying, that statement becomes true because it's running in your head as a belief system. So that belief system manifests as your reality, and it becomes true that it is going to be difficult not just speaking to a random group of strangers who are not a part of your target market. But guess what? If you speak to a bunch of people who are a part of your target market, you already have a belief system that these people or these energies are already in tune or already somewhat related to what you are going to be saying, and hence they can grasp it easily, and that statement becomes true because your belief is favoring it, and that shows up as your reality. So this is how it energetically works, and this is why a lot of people say find your target market and start speaking to them. Just don't go speak to a random bunch of people, because they may not be tuned into whatever you're selling. And you might be like, hey, I want to spread it out to the world. But even to spread it out to the world, you want to take the path of least resistance, and the path of least resistance is speaking to a bunch of people who already know your product, because of the fact that the belief system that they will get it and they will spread it to the rest of the world can happen, and it's a much possible belief system that can be retained in your head, and it being retained in your head can manifest that outcome for you. So that is why I struggle with this a lot. I used to be the one who loved challenges. The tough thing, yeah, let's go try it out. So I would like speak to people. When I started, I would like speak to people who didn't get what I said, and they would blatantly reject it, and I felt rejection all over, because of the fact that I was just speaking to a bunch of people who I knew may or may not get it, or may not get it most of the time, and I wanted them to get it, but obviously my belief system is in my head is saying that 75% they're not going to get it. But I wanted them to get what I was speaking, But again, it was like 70. So I'm putting in, number one, I'm putting in much more effort to convey something to them. And number two, if my belief system is that they're mostly not going to get it, they're mostly not going to get it. Whatever I believe is going to reflect back as my reality. So it did. And I was not tuned into my target market at all. Then I understood, okay, fine, energetically something is going wrong. I'm not focusing. It feels tough to speak to a bunch of people who don't understand what you're saying and who don't care about it. You know, it feels tough. So when it felt like it was resisting, there was some resistance and it felt tough, it didn't feel good. I tuned into my emotional guidance system, it didn't feel good. Then I realized, oh shit, I'm not actually speaking to those people who want to tune into whatever I'm saying. You see? So if I'm speaking to people who want to listen to whatever I'm saying, then they can spread it across their friends, family, and those who are climbing up the ladder along with them, if this is spiritual content that I'm giving you, and there are a bunch of people who are spiritually tuned, they might be my target market, and then they can spread it over to those who are like just starting up the spiritual ladder, you know. And so then it can spread like that, like a trickle down effect. So like, do they call this a butterfly effect? I'm not sure. So like a trickle down effect. And so it's easy for you, and you're also getting your manifestation done. Your manifestation happens. So that's why tune into your target market. Now that you understand this energetically, I know that you will be finding your target market to tune into, and you won't be struggling. Never struggle. You never have to struggle. You can always take the easy path and get whatever you want, and that's how it's meant to be, supposed to be. So you don't have to struggle. So now that you know this, you can tune into your target market, and you don't have to be like, you know what, let me just speak to a bunch of random strangers, because in your mind there's a belief system going on that these strangers may not get what I'm saying. They may or may not get what I'm saying, but I don't even know if they'll get what I'm saying. But if you speak to people who you think might know what you're talking about, then your belief system becomes true, and those people show up as your target market, as people who are ready to listen to what you want to say, what you have to say, and they show up. And when they show up, you're talking to them, and they spread the information. You see? So yeah, that's literally about it. That's how focusing on your target market works energetically, and it feels good energetically. So that's about it, guys. What you ask for, you get. Okay, what your belief system is, you get. Your focus, thoughts, vibration, and your belief systems create your reality. So all these must be in alignment with whatever you want to manifest. All these should be like, it's easy, you know. So that's about it, guys. That's about it. If you like this video, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification. I'm a spiritual energy-based life coach, and you can take sessions with me. You can talk to me. You can connect with me on flow.page/Krishwan, via flow.page/Krishwan, or flow.page/The Awakened Reality. And get in touch with me, guys. Talk to me about your problems. Talk to me about how to get into alignment with certain things if you want to, how energy works, whatever you want. And I also have 3 groups right here: Facebook group, WhatsApp group, and Telegram group, where I post a lot of content. I actually post a lot of content more on Facebook and WhatsApp, a little less on Telegram. So try to connect to any of these groups or all of these groups, and you'll keep getting high vibrational content on a regular basis. And as you tune into this content, you'll also understand a lot about energy. You'll also understand about how everything works, how you can change yourself, your frequencies, and maybe purge some limiting beliefs. All these things that get covered. I also put a lot of Abraham Hicks stuff. Thank you, Abraham Hicks. Okay, so that's about it. Bye.